today I'm going to give away a free t-shirt, bring you a Comic Hero Throwdown Showdown fight, bring you comics news, and reveal the books I bought this week. How y'all doing? I'm Victor, and you are watching the Comic Hero Show. Now kick that intro! This week's edition of the Comic Hero Show. I'm your host Victor Nunley, and I am the Comic Hero. This month is Prostate Cancer Awareness Month. Now, prostate cancer is cancer that occurs in the prostate. And the prostate is a small walnut-shaped gland in males that produces a seminal fluid that nourishes and transports sperm. Now, prostate cancer is one of the most common types of cancer among men. Many prostate cancers grow slowly and are confined to the prostate gland where they may not cause serious harm. However, while some types of prostate cancer grow slowly and may need minimal or no treatment, other types are aggressive and can spread quickly. And the symptoms of prostate cancer that's more advanced are trouble urinating, decreased force in the stream of urine, blood in the urine, blood in the semen, bone pain, losing weight without trying, and erectile dysfunction. Now, this is a prostate cancer themed Comic Hero tee. Inside the speech bubble, you have the universal symbol of male, or one of the universal symbols, and then you have a mustache. And right here on the sleeve is an awareness ribbon with the mustache. I personally know some men that have beaten prostate cancer. I know some men that have lost their battle to prostate cancer, and I currently know some men that are currently battling prostate cancer in their families. This episode is for y'all, and you know, I say this every once in a while, but if there's something wrong with you, whether it's prostate cancer or any type of cancer, whether you're a man or woman, go get checked out. It's a matter of life and death. I mean, I can't stress that any further. Alright, this is the last episode of the show for Season 7. Next week is the 8th anniversary episode. It's the beginning of Season 8. I'm very excited about it. So let's go ahead and get things kicked off like I usually do. Give away a free t-shirt. Alright, on last week's episode I asked, which Marvel villain is one of few characters in the Marvel Universe able to lift Mjolnir, which is Thor's hammer, without being worthy? Well, the correct answer is Magneto. If it's metal, it doesn't matter whether he's worthy or not. He can lift it. And 7 people have answered correctly, and because they've answered correctly, their names have been entered in a drawing for a free tee. And that drawing takes place right now. So the winner of the free tee for this week's episode of the show is Josh Nicholson. Now, this is someone that answered directly from Instagram, so congratulations, Josh. Give yourself a free Comic Hero tee. Alright, here's the question for next week's episode, and this is a Batman question. Which actor was the role of Batman originally offered to before Michael Keaton? Now, here's some hints. The first hint is that one of this actor's earliest roles was as the lead role on the TV show Remington Steele, which ran from 1982 to 1987. The second hint, this actor has starred in movies like Mrs. Doubtfire, The Misfits, Mamma Mia, Dante's Peak, and The Thomas Crown Affair. And then there's the third and final hint, and this is a dead giveaway. I'm expecting a lot of folks to get this right. He's most famous for playing the lead role in 4 James Bond movies from 1995 to 2002. You ought to get it. Now you ought to get it. Alright, everyone who answers correctly will be entered in a drawing for a free tee on next week's episode of the show. Alright, now the Comic Hero Throwdown Showdown segment is reserved for viewers to make requests for fights. But every once in a while, I like to come out with one, and this one features a DC and a Marvel character going up against each other, and they are both primates. Representing DC, we have Kongorilla. And representing Marvel, we have Gorilla Man. These two are going to duke it out in a segment I like to call
The Comic Hero Throwdown Showdown.
Welcome to the Comic Hero Throwdown Showdown. Today, it's Kongorilla versus Gorilla Man. Kongorilla possesses the body of the fabled golden gorilla, healing factor, and the ability to grow larger. Gorilla Man possesses the body and therefore the strength, agility, and endurance of a mountain gorilla, while still retaining his normal human intelligence. He is also cursed with immortality. Who would win? This fight won't end the way you'd think. As a matter of fact, it'd make David and Goliath look like a schoolyard brawl. It started out with hand-to-hand combat. The two would be evenly matched, until Kongorilla decides to stop playing possum by growing larger. Despite having the upper hand due to his size, Kongorilla would have a hard time keeping up with Gorilla Man. The latter's speed and acrobatic skills would prevent the former from landing any blows. Gorilla Man would climb up Kongorilla like Jack would climb the beanstalk and end the fight by firing a high-powered bazooka at the peak of Kongorilla's skull, lobotomizing him in the process. Gorilla Man wins. And that concludes this fight on the Comic Hero Throwdown Showdown. Alright, well, I hope y'all enjoyed that fight. And if y'all have any requests, go ahead and do so. As I say on every episode, it can be a comic book character going up against a comic book character. It can be a comic book character going up against a very serious-minded cartoon character. Or it can even be a comic book character going up against a video game character. Oh, by the way, no real gorillas were harmed in this fight. Alright, now it's time for Comically Speaking, so without further ado, let's talk comics! Alright, there are two things we're going to talk about in this segment of Comically Speaking. Here's the first. Now, I recently got caught up with reading The Avengers. And there's this story arc that's going on in there called World War She-Hulk. And I can tell y'all that after reading it, it's absolutely nothing like the World War Hulk miniseries that Marvel came out with in the 2000s. Nothing like that. That was Hulk pretty much getting revenge on the entire Marvel universe for shooting him off into space. This is it's nothing like that. What happens is that Gorilla Man, who was just featured in the Throwdown Showdown segment, had, well, the Winter Guard had, had promised him something, or money, I don't know, but anyway, they said, hey, we need you, we want She-Hulk, and we want you to allow us access into Avengers Mountain so it can happen. Well, first he had to beat up Iron Man to do it, but then he ends up contaminating Avengers Mountain with his virus. The Winter Guard come in, they kidnap She-Hulk, and then they bring her back to Russia. And then some of Dracula's people end up sucking her blood and contaminating her, and then she ends up becoming the Winter Hulk. Her skin, instead of being green, is red, and instead of her hair being green, it's now blonde. And Gorilla Man feels very badly about this. That he, feels bad that he betrayed the Avengers. So he tries to go out. He finds, or better yet, the Winter Hulk finds him, and he tries to reason with her. But at this point, it's too late. And then while they're trying to leave Russia, they're right above Atlantis, and then the Winter Hulk ends up diving off the boat and swimming towards Atlantis, and it was for one reason. It was because her mission for the Winter Guard was to destroy Atlantis and everyone in it, including Namor the Submariner. And that's where And that was the last issue that I read. I can't wait for the next issue. I really love what Jason Aaron's doing in this book. I mean, he's been killing it since the new series started in 2018. Javier Garron is currently the guest artist on this story arc. The regular artist is Ed McGuinness, who has done nothing but blow me away ever since he used the pencil on Superman. I mean, he's penciled Superman, he's penciled Avengers, then Superman, Batman, so many great titles that he's been on with both DC and Marvel, and I can't wait for him to come back. But I also love Javier Garron's artwork. Such a great book, and I can't wait to read more. All right, now the second thing is that I just got caught up with reading United States of Captain America. I just read the first 3 issues. The 4th issue is one of the, which is the last issue of the miniseries, is one of the books that's featured in Comic Books I Bought this week, which is coming up next. This book really starts out with Captain America, thinking about what the American dream is, and he's doing so while polishing his shield. But the next thing you know, someone wearing a Captain America costume breaks into his apartment, beats Captain America up, and then steals his shield. And then he ends up reporting to this to someone dressed up as another Captain America villain called Flag Smasher. We find out who these people are. The person that was dressed up as Captain America is the villain Speed Demon, and then the person dressed up as Flag Smasher is Cynthia Schmidt, who happens to be the Red Skull's daughter. And they're doing this, and they're going all throughout the country trying to find, and because they ended up finding all these people who are taking on the mantle of Captain America in their own rights, and they wanted to kill them. Well, Steve ends up going in. He recruits Sam Wilson, the Falcon, and he puts on his old Captain America costume, and they go out and they try to find the shield. And then along the way, they run into all these people that both Speed Demon and Cynthia were all trying to kill. And one of them is an openly gay teenager, and then another is a black woman who is a freedom fighter, but who has also been mistaken as a terrorist. And then a Native American from the state of Kansas who is a construction worker. All three of these people have, and they're all in these books are also backup stories as to how they ended up taking up the mantle of Captain America in their own rights. And let me tell you, there is nothing. I mean, it doesn't matter who you are, gay, straight, black, white, atheist, Christian. It doesn't matter who you are. If you will. I mean, a lot of folks have been sleeping on this book. I don't think they should. This is the Christopher Cantwell, who's the writer on this miniseries. This is what we really need right now, and I'm so glad that he's finally writing this. And then Dale Eaglesham has been the artist through the first 3 books. Ron Lim, who is a legendary comics artist, he's going to be the writer on the 4th one, which I'm about to feature. But let me tell y'all, if y'all been sleeping on this book, y'all need to wake up. It's spectacular, and I recommend it to anyone. All right, that's it for Comically Speaking. Now let's get to the comics I bought this week.
Comic books I bought this week.
All right, first up is Aquaman the Becoming, #1. Batman #113. Batman Nightfall, Special Edition. Batman the World, Batman Day Special Edition. Batman Fortnite 0 Point Special Edition. Catwoman number 35. Fantastic Four number 36. The Flash number 774. Gamma Flight number 4. Guardians of the Galaxy number 18. Oh, by the way, this is the final issue. When I found out about this was the final issue, I thought, why? I mean, the whole world has fallen in love with the Guardians, but it is what it is. Reptile number 4. Shazam number 3. Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow number 4. I was just talking about this book in the last segment. The United States of Captain America number 4. X-Corp number 5. X-Men number 3. X-Men Legends number 7. And finally, and I'm also excited about this book, X-Men The Onslaught Revelation number 1. Alright, that's 18, which brings the total number of comics that I bought since December of 1997 to 10,926. Alright, well, I hope y'all enjoyed this week's episode. Here's a question again for a free tee for next week's episode of the show. Which actor was offered the role of Batman before Michael Keaton? Now, here are the hints again. One of this actor's earliest roles was as the lead character on the TV show Remington Steele, which ran from 1982 until 1987. The second hint, this actor has starred in movies like Mrs. Doubtfire, The Misfits, Mamma Mia, Dante's Peak, and The Thomas Crown Affair. And then the third and final hint, and this is a real dead giveaway. He's most famous for playing the lead role in 4 James Bond movies from 1995 to 2002. Everyone who answers correctly will be in a drawing for a free tee on next week's episode of the show. And congratulations to Josh Nicholson, who won a free tee on this week's episode. Alright, I'm really excited. Next week's episode is the 8th anniversary episode. I've already made a comic hero tee for it, and if you're watching this, y'all in for a treat because y'all get to see what it is right now. Take a look. All right, I like this shirt, and I hope y'all do. And I'm going to post this on YouTube. I'm going to do a small video on YouTube in a few days. And y'all, and then if you're watching this directly from YouTube, leave a positive comment. And then I'm also going to post this on social media. And if you follow me on any of the social media outlets, all you have to do is like or comment. Just either like, love, or leave a positive comment. And everyone, and I'm going to do the same thing that I did last year for the 7th anniversary episode. Everyone who does this will be entered in a drawing for a shirt at the end of next week's episode. And I'm drawing 8 names. So go ahead and do that. And also, and that's episode 373, which is the 8th anniversary episode. On episode 374, I'm going to raise awareness of breast cancer. Now, this really hits home for me because my mom is a 9-year breast cancer survivor, and then my aunt is a breast cancer survivor, and I had a great aunt who was a breast cancer survivor and lived to see past 100. And then also I know a lot of other women and men who are breast cancer survivors, and I know some men and women who have died from breast cancer. So if you're watching this and you're also and then if you're even fighting breast cancer right now, you're battling it, this episode 374 is for you. All right, now with the count at 10,926, I'm now 74 away from 11,000 comics, and I'm going to start making the shirt. I'm not going and as I've done since 2015, I'm not going to reveal what the shirt is until I get to 11,000 comics. Now, it may happen. I don't think it's going to happen in October. With the way I read comics, you just never know. But I don't think it's going to happen in October. It may happen in November. I'm not going to rush nor delay anything. I'm just going to buy comics like I usually do, and on the episode that it happens, well, it just happens. And I just want to thank y'all for tuning in on this 7th season of the Comic Hero Show. I believe season 8 is going to be even better. I have quite a few new things in store, new music cues, the segments are going to stay the same, but there are going to be other things that I'm doing with the show that's going to make it even more exciting. And I want to thank each and every one of y'all from the bottom of my heart for sticking with me. And even those that, all these years, and those that have come later. I just love sharing my love of comics and life with y'all. All right, I'm Victor Nunley on the Comic Hero. I'll see you next week for the 8th anniversary episode 373. So until then, be safe, be blessed, be a hero.